Get right up in there and give him the salmon. Cuddly little guy will eat it right out of your hand, don't you worry.
Hello everyone, Brandon here. Welcome to GamesRadar. I'm joined by Leon Hurley.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about Cheeseburger, the new bear in Far Cry 5. Tell me a bit about it.
So he's a Fangs for hire. So this is the kind of AI companions you can have with you. You can have people who have flamethrowers and missiles and stuff like that, and you can also have animals. We know of 3. There's Boomer the dog, which is everyone has seen so far. That's one everyone loves. He'll fetch guns and do stuff. There's Peach, who is a cougar. We're not quite sure what she does yet, but I'm guessing that it's like stealth, because that's how you use cats in Primal. But Cheeseburger is basically an enormous bear. Immediately makes him the best thing to have.
So what is he used for in game? Obviously,
do we
damage or
yeah? Can we bleep stuff?
Yeah.
He's basically he f***ed it up. Like he's just an enormous bear. We can go into the backstory a bit later, but yeah, you've just got a bear and you can point at a man. You press, I think it's left on a D-pad, and he will run up, and the boomer will like tear a throat out. Like in Far Cry, the cats would sort of pounce on people. He will, Cheeseburger will literally shake the men like a terrier with a rat. All their legs will fly everywhere.
Oh,
like
God.
You just sort of stand there and kind of go like, I'm sort of sorry, but also that's amazing.
He's my friend. And I can imagine the noises and sound effects they put into this is quite realistic.
Oh yeah, it's proper. Like he makes proper big roary noises. You have to do a mission to get him initially where you have to feed him a piece of salmon, and you have to go and catch a fish. So you go and find him, and he's asleep, and you present him with this fish, and he does the sort of the bear thing where he gets up on his hind legs and like roars at you, and that thing where their lips go really weird. Yeah. So he does that, and you're standing there going, "Oh, I've made a huge mistake." But then he's your friend, and then he does whatever you want. He's got a little collar that has cheeseburgers around it.
Adorable. Nice. Okay, so I can imagine sending him into a crowd. You're going to send him in first and almost use him as a tank to take as many bullets as possible?
He's quite hard, yeah. You'll if you meet bears in the wild, you understand quite quickly that they are difficult to take down. Like if one rushes at you, unless you score like a full clip's worth of headshots, they will just catch up with you and just knock you to the ground. He'll smash through stuff as well. He can just literally just barrel through barricades and all sorts. So he's a really good like tanking kind of AI thing to use. You can go into a base, send him around one side. Everyone just kind of goes, "It's a bear!" And he starts, bodies literally flying through the air, and then you can come around the other side and finish the job off.
He sounds very enjoyable to have on your team.
He's so cool.
Can he take on vehicles by any chance? Can he do any damage to them?
I did not try, but they will. The bears and the larger animals I found in Far Cry 5 will mess up vehicles. I've been knocked off of ATVs by mooses. I have been smashed out of cars by bulls.
Oh, wow.
So off the top of my head, I can't remember if a bear has done that, but I'd imagine being in a car is probably not going to help that much.
Yeah. Or an ATV, you're just going to...
oh, God, no.
Rest in peace. So a bit about the backstory. Like, is he just a friend of the woods, or...?
So, well, he's called Cheeseburger. So the backstory is that the Fangs for hire centres where you get these animals from are part of a mission, and when you go there you have to free them from the cultists. And you're told by the guy that runs it, Cheeseburger was found as a cub eating hamburgers out the back of a food bin because his mother had been killed by poachers.
Oh no.
So they take him in, they rear him, they look after him, but because he's basically all he's eaten his entire life is cheeseburgers, he's now got diabetes. So they have to keep him, look after him, give him insulin, and because he's grown up with these 2 guys that run the centre, they're his they're friends, so they keep him. They kept him as an exhibit in the Fang Centre, like to bring in tourists. He's a sort of a local celebrity. But Joseph Seed, who's one of the main bad guys in the game, wants him for like quote unquote experiments, but we don't quite know what Joseph Seed wants yet, or why he would want the bear.
Interesting.
So they release him into the wild, which is when you turn up and they go like, well, can you go and get the bear back? So you go give him a peace offering for a fish, and then he is your heavy, basically, is your bodyguard.
Interesting. And so you said you had to capture fish. Fishing rod, I can imagine?
Yeah, so there are fishing spots in the game. So there's specifically like areas you will discover fishing spots, and they pop up on the map when you do it. And when I played it before, different fishing spots have different types of fish and different weights of fish. So you might only find certain fish, as far as I can tell, in certain places, and definitely certain weights of fish. So yeah, you have to go to a specific place, catch a salmon, find Cheeseburger when he's asleep, and kind of lay this salmon in front of his nose, and then back away until he's eaten it. And then he's all good for scritches. And you can like Boomer, you can sort of scratch him behind the ear. He'll lick your face. Like, that's quite a kind of power trip to basically like scratch a bear behind the ear and have him be all like puppy dog in your face.
That's just mauled like a whole team of people. Yeah, interesting.
You still like bits of cultists in his teeth.
So there you have it, a quick roundup and answers about Cheeseburger in the new Far Cry 5. If you're interested in more content, click on the boxes on the left and hit that button in the middle if you want to stay subscribed for more Far Cry 5 content. Thanks for watching.